Children's Workshop Guitar Series. I'm Mr. Moku, and I'm here to teach you another key that we can play our guitars in, which is the key of C. Last week we learned the key of G, which was pretty easy as far as finger shapes go. And today we're going to learn something a little bit harder, but I'm going to make it completely easy for you so that you are getting better at playing the guitar. Alright, so the key of C has many chords, but the chords that we're going to be learning for our chord progression today are just 4 chords, and those chords are the C chord, the G chord, the A minor chord, and the F chord. Now if you remember from last week, we already know the C chord and the G chord, since those chords are in the key of G as well. So the key of C has those 2 chords, along with the 2 new chords that we're learning this week, which are A minor and F. So first, we'll do the C chord, which we all know. So we have our 4 fingers that we use, finger 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so for C, we take finger number 1, our pointer finger, put it on the B string, which is the second from the bottom, on the 1st fret. Then you take finger number 2, which is your middle finger, and then you put it on the D string, which is 3rd from the top, on the 2nd fret. And then you take finger number 3, your ring finger, and then you put it on the A string on the 3rd fret. And the A string is the second one from the top. So you have those 3, and don't forget, when you strum, you don't strum the top string here. You just strum the bottom 5. And that's your C. Okay, next in the chord progression is the G chord, which again we know from last week. So first you have finger number 2 on the low E string on the 3rd fret. You have finger number 1, your pointer finger, on the A string of the 2nd fret. And then you have finger number 3, your ring finger, on this high E string on the 3rd fret. Okay, and you are allowed to play all the strings. Now, since we are in week 2, you can try and change this chord up a little bit. Okay, so the chord looks very similar to what we already know, except the only change is that we move our ring finger up 1 string to the B string, but we're on the same fret, and then we take our pinky finger and we put it on the high E string on the 3rd fret as well. So all we did was move this finger up, and then the pinky came to join on the same fret on the bottom, on the high E string. Okay, so there's one way, and then here's the other. Okay, it sounds a little different, but this one is the one that I do because it sounds a little nicer to me. Okay, now we're going to learn a new chord, which is the A minor chord. Okay, so first you're going to take finger number 1, your pointer finger, and then you're going to put it on the 1st fret on the B string. Okay, so that's the same place that your pointer finger is for the C chord. Next, you're going to take your ring finger, finger number 3, and you're going to put it right here on the G string on the 2nd fret. Okay, and then you take finger number 2, middle finger, on the D string on the 2nd fret. All right, so your middle finger and your ring finger are right next to each other on the 2nd fret. And then, like I said before, you take finger number 1 right here on this B string on the 1st fret. Okay, and you can play all the strings for the A minor chord. Okay, it sounds a little dark and mysterious, but that is A minor. Okay, now finally we have the F chord. Now the F chord is a little hard for beginners because this is the first example of a bar chord. A bar chord involves you using your pointer finger, finger number 1, and pressing all of the strings on the entire fretboard down. Okay, so that might take a little while for some of us because it takes a lot of hand strength to be able to do it. I had a very hard time when I first started learning the guitar doing these bar chords, because you have to not only do that, but you also have to make chord shapes with your other 3 fingers still. Okay, so it's a little bit difficult, but for today, there is an easier way for beginners to play the F chord, which is what we're going to learn today. So normally for the F chord, you would do your bar chord, you would bar the entire 1st fret with finger number 1, and then you would play an A minor shape on the other frets. Okay, that's an F chord with a bar. Okay, but today what you're going to be practicing with is different, a little different. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take finger number 1 on the 1st fret on the B string. Okay, then you're going to take finger number 2 on the 1st fret as well on the high E string. Okay, so those are right there. And then you might have to stretch a little for this one, but you take finger number 3, your ring finger, and you put it on the G string. Okay, and then finally you have to stretch a little more again. You take finger number 4, your pinky finger, and you put it on the D string on the 3rd fret. Okay, so it looks a little bit like a C chord, right? Except we're using all 4 fingers and we're just covering these bottom 4 strings. Okay, now for this chord, you don't play the top 2 strings because when you do it with the bar chord, your finger is covering these strings, and that's why it sounds so nice. However, since we are not using these strings, we're not pressing them down, we can't play them because then it's going to sound discordant. It's not going to sound nice. Okay, so just like the D chord, you're going to play just the bottom 4 strings, just the strings that your fingers are on. Okay, and that is a beginner F chord. Now, for those who want to practice the bar chord version of the F chord, all you do is you're going to make the same shape as the A minor, except you're going to have finger number 3, your ring finger. You're going to put it right here on the 3rd fret on the A string. Then you take finger number 4, your pinky, and you put it on the D string right below it on the 3rd fret as well. Then you take your middle finger and you put it on fret 2 on the G string. Okay? And then you press as hard as you can your pointer finger on the 1st fret. You're going to want to try and press down all those strings, because if it's not pressed all the way down, it's going to sound like this. Yeah, it's not very full. You got to push real hard. Okay, that's how you play the F chord as a bar chord, but the beginner version is just like this. Okay, so that entire chord progression goes like this. We'll go very slowly. We have C, 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 G, 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 A minor, A minor, A minor, A minor, F, 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 C, 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 G, A minor, and now I'll do the bar version. Okay, so again, switching chords is the next hard part behind learning the finger shapes and pushing hard enough. So make sure you practice your chord shapes and practice strumming those chords so that you know what it feels like to strum. And then when you feel comfortable with that chord, practice switching to the next chord that's next. Okay, and that is the key of C. Alright guitarists, great job today. I know you learned something a little bit difficult, but I want to teach that to you guys early so that you can start practicing earlier in your guitar journey so that you can get better faster. It will still take a lot of practice, but I trust that you guys can take in that information and practice so that you'll have bar chords down in no time. Next week we're going to be learning another key, and I'll also be telling you some songs that you guys will be able to play now that you have 3 keys under your belt. You'll have 3 keys under your belt by the end of our class next week. So practice the key of C over the next week, practice that bar chord, or practice the simple version of the F chord. But until then, I will see you next week, guitarists. Bye.